Don't stare for
This'll
too long,
get him.
challenger.
Hi, I would like to share a build called Immobilisation Tactician. The playstyle of this build is to immobilize enemies and slay them. We are using three sources of immobilization: ping, freeze, and stun. So the core passives is we have to take the right where we want them, which is a special gift to Tactician that allows ping everything hit by projectiles, while also make pinged enemies locked as they were frozen. It is the core of this build. Node group around Fearful Paralyze increases immobilization build-up and damage against immobilized enemies. Node group around Lockdown allows ping techniques work more effectively, and node group around Kept at Bay makes Artillery Ballista more powerful to ping enemies. So let's look at the mapping setup and bossing setup. For mapping, we place Artillery Ballista before starting engaging enemies. Ping enemies makes them suffer from more of our damage and also make us much safer in combat, because enemies that are pinged, they just cannot perform any actions. Also, this Artillery Ballista can maim enemies to slow them and let them take more damage. And we also use Blind while support gem to blind enemies, so our evasion and deflection can be more effective if we haven't got the chance to slay all of them while they are pinged. We use Permafrost bolts to freeze enemies. Support with multi-shot, ricochet, and projectile acceleration. That combo makes this non-AoE skill works like an AoE, because the bolt fragments pierce and chains while also run long distances. And the freeze build-up support gem and overwhelming presence persistent buff makes enemies easier to freeze. After that, we use fragmentation rounds to blow up frozen enemies. It has super high damage against frozen enemies, and it will consume freeze from enemies to trigger AoE. Deal lots of cold damage. In conjunction with Herald of Ash, we can extend the AoE to the next level. The tip here is we use two crossbows to shot Permafrost bolts and the fragmentation rounds directly with left click and right click. There's no weapon swap time in this 0.3 version. And let's look at the bossing setup. We also use Artillery Ballista to apply ping, maim, and blind to boss. And now we switch to armor piercing round to break armor. Please note that damage is not important at all for this skill. Attack speed and number of projectiles is the king. We just need to break armor as fast as we can. And then we switch to high velocity rounds that deals a lot of damage against boss with broken armor. Multi-shot increases damage, and bleed and the node group around rusted pins extend that damage. Also, if you lucky enough or you have some currency, try the Last Lament crossbow that can significantly increase the attack speed without needing to reload. Also, the node group around Giant Slayer is also a good source of damage increase. Same here, we use two crossbows to shot armor piercing round and high velocity rounds directly with left click and right click. No weapon swap time.